Hello, today I'm going to be showing how to quickly do a split dye in hair. For this I'm going to be using Rita's Watermelon Swirls, I believe it's called. Yeah, Watermelon Swirls. So you'll need a couple things. You need the Blender or 3D Max, along with some kind of photo editing program. I'm going to be using GIMP for this, along with 3D Max. But use whatever you have available. And you'll of course need text tools. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to export out my 3D model, and I'm going to bring it over to 3D Max, which I'll import it into. A couple things to keep in mind when doing this is this will only work for hairs that have below a certain number of textures being used. So some of your remashed hairs from vanilla, you'll have to re-atlas the textures together, or it won't really work too well. And you'll see later why I'm saying that. Okay, so first things first, I have to see what all parts I got going on here. Got one part there, another part there. Okay, so we'll do this part first. And this just looks like it's his back face. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look directly at it. And do I get nice? Yeah, I get lucky. So I'm just gonna go directly in half with my element tool and blue. Looks like I won't get directly lucky. So I'll go to poly. I'm gonna deselect this. It's not gonna be directly in half just because of how this hair is. Some shine Mickey meshes, which this is. They're not as clean cut. You can take more time doing this. I am just really caring about doing this just to get the idea across. So that's how. Ugh, there's a missed part there. And I got all the pieces now, so I'm gonna go clone this, copy. I'm gonna put this in group 2.0. I'm gonna go back to here. I'm gonna go poly, invert, delete. So now this half is its own part. I go back here and I'm going to delete this. Hello? And my 3D Max just hates me some days. There we go. So because I know this part here is just going to be the back faces of it, we're just going to remake its back faces. Make sure I just like get them all in line perfectly. So I'll clone that to make part 1. And I'll go to poly, I'll select all. And I have to turn this. Ooh. Excuse me while I get it all when dealing with 3D Max. There we go. Select all, hit flip. There we go. Now I don't need this layer, so I can just hit delete. And this one I'll clone it to. There we go. Mesh to poly. Select all and flip. Okay, so that is that part done. Hide all that. Now we have this part. So what I'm going to do is I'll bring one of these forward and hit this as see-through. So now I can see about where my halfway is. Is it pretty? No. Am I doing this perfect? No, you can do this way better, take way more time. I'm just trying to be quick. So go back in the halfway line mark. Go by element. Select way too much because that's how it's just going to be. Deselect these strands over here. Avoiding those bangs because I want those bangs on the other side. There we go. And now we're going to clone this And this will be 2.2. I've already looked ahead of time and there's no reason for these to be in their own separate categories. They all share the exact same mesh. But just how the hair was done. So I'm gonna go flip that, delete. So now it's that, go back to here, poly, delete. So that is that. Clone, 0.1. Select all of this. I'll hit flip there. There we go. And this I want to clone. 2.3 is good. And poly. And poly. Okay, so show these guys. Export. Where we export to. Here. Sample. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go back in here and we're gonna get our hair ready. So make sure you have your hair showing that is the actual one, and you just need to export the normal and the multi. So multi will need to do a little bit of editing on. So I'm gonna open that up right now into my GIMP, which opened the background of course. We're going to deselect everything but alpha. And on our alpha channel, we're just going to erase everything from 1 half. So, and save. So then we're going to import that. And then more options, add new material. Save. Import. What we're going to do here is we're going to go back here and build. Overwrite. And we'll go back here. Modding tools. Sample. Open editor. So this is where you have fun. Because whichever side I choose this to be on will be the side that goes ahead and shows which side it's going to be on. Now, I did destroy my scalp doing this, so that was something if I care, I was being more careful, I would go back and fix. For my samples being I don't care, but for you guys, make sure you will go back and fix that if you cared. Okay, and import. Now we wait for textiles to load. And customize my options for my hair colors so close to each other right now. Let me just, fix that. That was my bad, I should have fixed that before. As you can see, doing that, you're gonna have to double up any of your textures that you already have. So it does make it so that you can easily split dye anything, but it does mean that you have to double up all your textures. So if your texture already is at 4, you're gonna have to double up, which is fine because you just put your other texture here, and one side is fully highlight, one side is not. You just have to move everything back and forth. I hope that helps how to quickly split dye anything. Sorry I did, not the best, but when you're doing it, just double check everything a little bit better.